Welcome to this exclusive teardown session. My name is Adi. Look, we aren't here today to just chat about fleeting retail trends or some flashy new tech gimmick. No, we're here to surgically dissect the absolute biggest threat and simultaneously the most incredible opportunity facing the retail and marketing sectors right now. I'm speaking directly to you, the people in the driver's seat, the decision makers, the CMOs, the strategists. Today, we are tearing down the blueprint of the Phygital paradigm. So tune out the noise, focus in, and get ready to look at your entire business architecture from a completely different angle. Let's get into it.
I want you to close your eyes for a second. Imagine a scenario that's probably playing out in your business millions of times a day. Let's call our customer Alex. Last night, Alex spent exactly 45 minutes meticulously scrolling through your brand's mobile app. He's invested his time, he carefully picked out 3 shirts and 2 pairs of pants and dropped them right into his digital cart. But he hesitates at checkout. You know how it is. He wants to feel the fabric. He wants to be absolutely sure about the fit. So he leaves those items sitting in the cart. The very next morning, Alex fights through city traffic, carving time out of his packed schedule just to visit your flagship physical store. As he walks through those glass doors, his expectations are sky high. He is ready to buy. He has already made a psychological commitment to your brand.
But the moment he steps inside, that entire illusion shatters. The reality he faces is just profound disappointment. To your store staff, Alex is a ghost, a completely unknown entity. They have zero visibility into those 45 minutes he spent engaging with your brand last night. No access to his digital cart, none. So instead of a seamless white glove service, Alex is forced to hunt through hundreds of clothing racks all by himself. And when he finally tracks down a staff member to ask for help, the employee taps away on some outdated cash register computer and says, "Sorry, we're out of stock here in the store, but looks like the online warehouse has it. You can just order it again on the app." In a matter of seconds, Alex's enthusiasm evaporates into pure frustration. You didn't just lose a single sale today. You've lost his loyalty, his lifetime value, and your brand's reputation in his eyes, forever.
Now let's rewrite that exact same scenario, but this time we change the underlying architecture. We eliminate that toxic silo approach. This time, as Alex crosses the threshold of your store, his smartphone vibrates gently. A notification pops up. "Welcome back, Alex. Those 3 shirts from your cart are available on the 2nd floor. Would you like us to prep a fitting room for you right now?" Simultaneously, a store associate gets an alert on their tablet. It displays Alex's profile, his VIP status, and a high probability of purchase. The associate greets him by name and escorts him directly to a fitting room where the exact items he was looking at last night are already waiting. This is the Phygital experience. It completely demolishes the walls between pixels and bricks because modern consumers, they honestly do not care which channel they're using. They only care that your brand recognizes them entirely and instantly.
To understand exactly how to engineer this kind of magic, here is our blueprint for today. First, the context, metrics, and ecosystem. Second, the diagnosis, an autopsy of failure and success. And third, the prescription, your transformation roadmap.
Let's dive right into part 1, the context surrounding the metrics and the ecosystem.
I need to make this absolutely clear right up front. Our discussion today is not about showing off flashy tech for the sake of it. The main objective is purely financial. This is about maximizing customer lifetime value and aggressively driving down that skyrocketing customer acquisition cost. To the chief marketing officers and e-commerce directors listening right now, pay very close attention to this multiplier, 4 to 10 times. Statistically, omnichannel consumers, the ones who interact with your brand seamlessly across both digital and physical realms, spend 4 to 10 times more money over their lifetime compared to consumers trapped in a single channel. If you are not integrating your channels, you are actively throwing away exponential revenue. You are essentially fighting a war with one hand tied behind your back.
So what's holding you back? The brutal answer is the organizational silo. This is a deeply toxic business structure. The problem you're facing isn't that your physical stores lack aesthetics or that your app isn't responsive enough. The real problem is that your legacy systems and your internal departments flat out refuse to talk to each other. There is no single view of the customer. Look, when consumers hand over their data online, there's an unspoken psychological contract. They believe you have a moral obligation to remember that information when they walk into your physical store. Failing to connect these dots, failing to weave that cohesive narrative, is exactly how the fatal collapse of retail giants begins.
Moving to part 2, the diagnosis. Let's do an objective autopsy on both failure and success.
Let's examine the bad first. Think about traditional department stores. Their failure is rarely just a technology glitch, it's organizational rot.
They split their profit and loss, their P&L, between the e-commerce team and the physical retail team. What does that do? It turns colleagues into competitors. The physical stores are running on cash register servers from the 1990s that physically cannot sync with the cloud-based marketing CRM. The symptoms are obvious. Customers can't redeem their online loyalty points in store. Digital and offline promotions constantly clash, and physical staff actually viewed the brand's own app as a direct threat to their commissions. Now contrast that with the good. Brands like Nike with their House of Innovation, or Starbucks. Why are they winning? Because they built an infrastructure around unified identity resolution. They don't have a digital customer and a physical customer. They just have one whole customer.
30%. Let that metric sink in for a moment. Brands that stubbornly prioritize their own internal operational convenience over the customer's convenience suffer an annual churn rate up to 30% higher. When your internal silos create friction for the shopper simply walks away. They leave you for a competitor who actually respects their time and their experience.
So how do the successful brands pull this off? They completely rethink the fundamental nature of their mobile app. For a physical leader, the app is no longer just a digital catalog. It becomes a remote control for the physical store. When a customer walks in, geolocation triggers an automatic interface shift into in-store mode. Suddenly, the app offers store navigation, self-service barcode scanning so the customer can instantly check material details, and a single button to summon staff assistants without wandering the aisles. The digital tool is directly enhancing the physical reality.
But the technology alone isn't the savior. The ultimate operational shift, the true magic of this paradigm, is what happens to your human capital. We are talking about transforming your staff from mere cashiers into data-driven personal shoppers. By arming your store staff with mobile devices that provide instant access to a customer's history, you empower them to make highly accurate, empirical recommendations. They are no longer guessing blindly. When a customer is greeted with their own context, your conversion rates will absolutely skyrocket.
Finally, Part 3, the prescription, your transformation roadmap.
I'm going to speak very directly to you now. This is not just a gentle suggestion. This is a non-negotiable mandate if you want your brand to survive the next decade. Bring these mandates into your boardroom tomorrow morning. Step 1. Deconstruct your toxic silo KPIs today. You will never achieve a Phygital experience if store staff lose their commission when a customer browses in-store but buys online. Overhaul your compensation structure immediately. Give equal incentives to physical staff even if the customer ultimately transacts digitally. Step 2. Build a single customer view. Lock your IT, data, and marketing teams in a room and mandate the creation of a universal ID. You need one centralized data foundation that tracks every single interaction. Without this, flashy store tech will have zero ROI. Step 3. Invest exclusively in seamless, invisible tech. Stop adding system noise and start eliminating friction for the customer, like executing a flawless buy online pickup in store strategy. I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. As the boundary between the glowing screen and the physical store shelf fades completely, if your digital and physical worlds are still operating as isolated strangers, how much longer do you think it will be until your customers start treating your brand like a stranger? The Phygital paradigm is not the future, it is the present, and the clock is ticking. Thank you for joining me in this deep dive. Make absolutely sure you bring these insights straight to your strategy table tomorrow morning.